Hey y'all, finna do a video. I'm doing 2 videos today, but right now I'm listening to my song, y'all. I'm telling you, pressure keep coming. I feel like I'm breaking. Trying to be strong, but I know I can't go on like this. Trying to hold on, but I'm tired of waiting. I know if you did it before, you'll do it again. You can't have my mind, no. What he say? Bring me back my peace now. I know that you gon' make a way. I don't know a way. I'm laughing at the devil, yeah. I'm laughing at my haters like You thought that it was over. You thought you would win. Now with him I can't lose. I'm telling you. Yeah. Alright, hold on. Let's get into this. Alright, let's get into the video. I'm sorry, y'all. I really be having to listen to that song like it. Listen, I'm telling you. With him I can't lose, for real. But this video I'm finna make now, I'm finna be talking about what happened yesterday. A lot of stuff happened yesterday, but I'm talking about the good stuff. Like, I'm talking about the good stuff. And I will be making a video later on John. I'm only gonna do, like, I think one verse out of John. But I am gonna do a video on John. Yeah, later on. I was gonna do it tomorrow, but I really need to do it today. Let me tell y'all why I'm making videos back to back to back. But I'm gonna tell y'all in the video later on of why I'm making videos back to back to back, right? Well, I'm finna tell y'all now, actually. So yesterday, my daughter, she had a tour to go to a new daycare. Well, go to a school, because it's not really a daycare, it's actually a school. Yesterday we went on tour, right? And after the tour, my phone cut off. Like, it would not turn on, like, during the tour. Like, because I was doing a TikTok. Like, I was going to do a TikTok on the whole tour and everything. But my phone would not turn, like, the screen would not turn back on. Right? All right. I'm not going to do the whole story. I'm going to just do the important parts of the story. Long story short, after the tour, it was time for us to go back home, but my phone was cut off, and I don't be outside in Tennessee. I know I just moved out here in June. I really don't be outside out here. Like, I use my map to go up the street to Dollar Tree. Like, I don't know where nothing at. Like, I'm telling you, like, I use my maps for everything, but my phone was blacked out, so I couldn't use my maps. And I was listening to gospel on the way there. I was trying to have a good day because I was really having a bad day. Like, I ain't going to explain, like, why I was having a bad day. I'm only explaining the good stuff that came out of this day yesterday. So, I'm just in the car like, man, I know God makes stuff happen for a reason. Like, God, what is you trying to tell me right now? Like, what is the lesson? Because I know when something bad happened, it's the lesson I'm supposed to be learning out of that situation, right? So, I'm in the car like, you know what, God? I don't know where I'm going, but some just told me to just start driving. Some told me to get on the freeway. I get on the freeway, and something told me, this is God telling me. I ain't going to say something. I'm going to say God. God told me to get on the freeway. So I get on the freeway. I was just going to hop off the freeway when I seen, like, stuff that I know, like East Magnolia. Like, that's the street I know. But God told me to take not the first exit, but the second exit. I believe it was the second exit. God told me to take the second exit. I'm in my head like, you know what, God, just take me to a store. I'll just buy me a new phone at this point. Just take me to an AT&T to see if I could trade in my phone. Like, but in my head, I'm like, dang, man, my lesson, I'm just going over, like, why this happening to me. I'm in my head like this because lately I've been getting on my phone when I wake up without thanking God for waking me up first. But I know that sound bad. Listen, I know that sound bad. We all, like, I'm still learning. But when I realize what I'm doing, I instantly put my phone down and say, thank you, God, for waking me up. But I'm thinking in my head, like, God, take away everything you put before him. So I'm like, man, I put my phone before him. He taking it away. I'm just in my head. Then I'm like, you know what? I'm not even going to think like that. So back to me driving. So when I get off on the exit, guess what's the first store I see? I get off on the exit, I see an AT&T store. I have AT&T. But I was praying to God, like, God, just please direct me to an AT&T store so I could get a new phone. Like, I was mad that my phone was off. And I used my map. So God led me to the AT&T store. I'm telling you, because I do not know my way still to this day. I don't know how I got home. I don't know God got me home and God got me to the AT&T store. But, like, off my own understanding, I would have still been lost right now. But, so when I get to the AT&T store, I'm all like, oh, God, I'm so happy. Like, God got me here. He finna pay for my phone, too. So I go in the AT&T store, like, all my hopes is high right now. I'm like, oh, I'm running off faith. Listen. So I get in the AT&T store. I'm asking, like, can I trade in my phone? He like, no, you owe $2 something. And it'll be like $350 to get a new phone today. So I'm like, dang, I can't even pay. I don't even know how much money I got on my Chime. I can't even check nothing because I use Apple Pay all the time. But my phone blanked out. So I'm like, you know what, man? I'm just finna go home and just deal with my consequences, right? I prayed to God, like, God, just please let me get home. Like, this was before I checked my phone. I'm messing up. This was before I came home and checked my Chime on my brother's phone. I prayed to God, like, God, at least just help me make it home. At least that's the least you could do. Like, at this point, like, I was like sad, like, man, I'm out of a phone. But now this is the point. This is the part where I got home. I made it home. I'm like, man, ain't no way all this stuff happening coincidentally like this. Like, God he finna do something. Like, I felt it, like he finna do something. So that's when I get home and check my Chime, and I sink the money on my Chime. I sink the $200, and then I sink the extra $290 on my Chime, right? And so I'm like, oh yeah, God finna do something. Some told me, like, go back up there and get that phone. Go back up there and get that phone. So when I go up there and buy my phone, I figured out what the lesson was. I figured it out. Okay, I've been procrastinating on making my videos. Like, you know what they say, like, your testimony is in the story. Like, it's in your story. And I'm making a documentary. I'm telling y'all this now. I'm making a documentary, and I'm supposed to be telling my purpose is me telling my story. That's what my lesson was. Supposed to get this new phone. And I got an iPhone 16 Plus. I never had a Plus iPhone in my life. I always liked the little ones. But I got a Plus right now. But my lesson, it wasn't a lesson. It was a blessing. Actually. It wasn't a lesson. It was a blessing. I say this because this was a blessing, because y'all, I've been procrastinating on making videos because my phone was so broke. I couldn't really make the videos that I wanted to make. And it's a lot of videos that I'm going to be dropping now that I got my phone. I got a good camera with a good microphone and all of that. So now I'm able to make my videos. That's how I know this is my purpose. My purpose is me making these videos. And I'm going to be making them. And I'm going to be putting them on YouTube. And I'm making a documentary. And I'm dropping it because that's my purpose. I know it. I feel it in my heart. God wouldn't even gave me this phone if this wasn't my purpose. But I just wanted to let y'all know how God worked yesterday, how I had a bad day. And I did a video on God's timing. Like, I need to better my faith on God's timing. Yesterday showed me. He showed me, like, oh, yeah, I'm going to show you I work on my time. And he did that. He showed me. And I learned the cheat code to make the videos more than 10 minutes. So like I was saying, y'all, it wasn't a lesson. It was a blessing. But I know, like, I'm getting back on my stuff on thanking God before grabbing my phone when I wake up. I have no distractions for me to grab my phone. So I made sure of that. I made sure I have no distractions. Nobody is going to be texting me or calling me. Nobody is going to be hitting up my phone, okay? And I made sure of that. No distractions, just me and the Lord, and me focusing on my purpose and what He have me on this earth for. That's it. But like I was saying, I did a video like 2 days before this about like how I've been struggling with God's timing. Yesterday He showed me how His timing works. I'm telling you, he showed me, and my faith has increased because of that. And I love God so much, and he loves y'all too. I know I be looking crusty on here, but I love God so much. He loves y'all more, and